Okay, some evidence detection, October the 3rd. You'll see the field behind me down there. 1 scent rag, 2 toys that are hidden. Brian Haywood's scent. You'll see there's toys and all sorts of scent rags in here. It's been in there for about 5-6 days already, and now she's going to go find them. Evidence detection, mimicking a crime scene. Basically finding evidence that someone, a missing person, dash a suspect, whoever it might be, might have dropped. Okay, so there's actually 2 evidence detection videos in here. Here's the one, you'll see the rag on the ground there. I tell her to smell it, and there she goes, and she's off to find it. So ultimately these rags are hidden all over. In this case it's 2 toys. The video is edited quite a bit because obviously this does take quite a bit of time and you don't want to sit watching a dog run around. So it is edited quite a bit. Ultimately this is a school field, so obviously a lot of scents, horses, cows, donkeys, all sorts of things come to the school field. So you can see there's tons of scent there that she must now discriminate against and find the toy. So what we do, there's 2 ways we do this. We do this now whereas she's going around like that, and then I spot something and then I call her back and I point to it and she smells it, and if it is something of the person we're looking for, so the same scent, in other words matches the scent of the scent rag, she then goes down. If not, we carry on looking. So she runs around and then I see something, I call her, I point, she'll smell, otherwise she's trying to find it herself. So those are the 2 ways we do it. Boom, and then she found something buried in the grass there. So I go look, and I give her a ball in the interim and I go look, and you can see you'll never find that. And there all of a sudden, boom, there's the kid's little gun. So yeah, and here's the second one, it's just edited straight to where she finds it. So ultimately she goes around, it's a bottle top, boom, and she goes down. But that took us about 20 minutes to find because we started on the other side of the field. So I'm sure you don't want to watch 20 minutes of video. So that's it. Now I add in some of the house stuff. So in other words, you can see she does 2 different types. She does in open fields and grass, and she also does in urban areas, which is obviously important to differentiate. So now you'll see how she goes in the garden and she's looking for scent. Also Brian's, ironically, it's actually raining. It was on a Sunday when it was raining. You won't be able to see in the video though, but ultimately she's casting for Brian's scent there. So ultimately in a crime scene, be it a school field, be it a field, be it a house, it could be a missing person, it could be a suspect, and you want to now confirm that this person, the missing person, has been at the suspect's house, and you'd put the dog in, and the dog would then identify anything, for example a buried peg, there we go, inside the house as well. So the dog would identify anything that this missing person dash suspect, whoever you might be looking for, has touched, whether it's a car seat, whether it's a seat, whether it's a little piece of toilet roll, anything that that person has touched, this dog will find. And that's her job. So you see she paused there for me to open, so she has a smell inside. Oh, no, nothing in there, and she carries on looking. So ultimately her job now is to tell me that, hang on, this person was definitely here, this article that I found here belongs to this person. And that's how we do it. We do in buildings, out buildings, in cars, under cars, and also in houses, as you can see. So yeah, that's all the training that there is. It's very, very useful for police, obviously, especially when the scene's very large and you need to confirm that this person is in fact a suspect. You can basically put the dog inside, the dog will be able to tell you, hey listen, this person was here, and there you have your suspect. So yeah, there's various different ways to do it. Ultimately, in the long run, what will happen is we'll take her to a field and we'll just release her, and she'll then cast and find it herself. But in a field where there's lots of different articles, obviously guidance would be needed from me to point. And you'll see there she's found a little piece of rag. And that's it.